This person has looked 25 years old for 20 years, but his real age is 45. He found anti-aging technology, but the price was horrific. I'm going to tell you the dark side of the illegal age-freezing industry and why governments are hiding it. Hello, I'm retired Detective Michael Harrison. I hesitated a lot to do this broadcast because what I'm going to tell you will seem like science fiction. But the evidence I have is so strong that I couldn't stay silent anymore. The man in this photo is Dr. Marcus Steiner. In 2004, he was 25 years old. In 2024, he still looks 25, but his mental age is 8. In exchange for stopping aging, he lost his mental capacity. And he's not alone. My investigation into this case began 6 months ago with a strange complaint I received. The family of a Turkish businessman living in Switzerland had applied saying, "Our father hasn't aged for 20 years, but he doesn't recognize us anymore." Robert Thompson, 55 years old. But for the last 20 years he has physically remained at 25. At first this seemed like a good thing, until his mental state began to deteriorate. What are Chronos Clinics? My research led me to a secret clinic in Switzerland, Chronos Age Management Center, officially an anti-aging therapy center. What they promise in brochures: freeze your biological age at your desired level. Reverse the genetic aging process. What they actually do: hack the body's aging genes by altering the time perception in people's brains. Treatment process: gene therapy. They deactivate aging genes in DNA. Hormonal intervention: they fix growth hormones, testosterone, estrogen levels to their 25-year-old state. Neural programming: they alter the brain's time perception. The problem is, when you change the brain's time perception, mental development also stops. The body stays young, but the mind begins to regress. This is the voice of Isabella Rodriguez, 45-year-old Argentine millionaire. She went to Chronos Clinics in Hello, my name is Isabella. You wouldn't believe my age if I told you. I'm 45 years old, but I see my 25-year-old self in the mirror. Isn't it incredible? This recording is from 2019. Now let me show you her state in Mama, Isabella wants to play. Where are my toys? Same woman. Still physically 25 but mentally talking at the level of a 5-year-old child. Mental regression syndrome. Chronos Clinic doctors call this a temporary side effect. In reality, this is irreversible brain damage. According to reports I received from neurologists, the aging prevention procedure causes these side effects. Mental age regresses to 5-10 years old. Memory loss. Memories of the last 20 years are erased. Decline in language skills, social behavior disorders, childish emotional outbursts. Isabella's family speaks. I spoke with Isabella's daughter, Elena. My mother is no longer my mother. She tries to play games with me. She wants to play with Barbie dolls. She's 45 years old but mentally younger than me. This treatment stole her. These documents leaked from inside Chronos Clinics show the real situation. Internal memo, 2023. Mental regression observed in 87% of our patients. We agree not to disclose this information to the public. Since treatment fee is $850,000 per patient, risks are at acceptable level. $850,000. They're playing with people's mental health and think this is acceptable risk. Patient list. Leaked documents contain the list of 5,247 people who received this treatment. Among them, 47 Hollywood stars, 23 billionaire business people, 56 politicians, 89 professional athletes. For legal reasons, I cannot reveal names, but many celebrities you know are on this list. Clinic owner, Dr. Heinrich Richter. Dr. Richter was a controversial scientist who studied Nazi experiments in the 1990s. His research on aging comes from unethical human experiments. This man has been working on anti-aging treatments for 30 years. But what he's actually doing is regressing the human brain to child level. Global network of clinics. Chronos isn't just in Switzerland. It has 23 secret clinics worldwide. Miami, USA, Dubai, UAE, Monaco, Singapore, Costa Rica. The same treatment is applied in all of them. The result is the same. Mental regression. This is a very important call. Hello, Sarah? How are you? What? Are you also trying to escape? Okay, stay safe. That was Sarah Chen. She was treated at Chronos in 2020. Now she's trying to escape because her mental condition is getting worse. Underground support network. Some Chronos patients, when they realize their condition, try to escape. They formed a secret group called escapists. Examples from conversations between group members. I'm 42 years old, but my mental age is 7. I have trouble recognizing my family. Before treatment, I was CEO of 3 companies. Now I can't do addition and subtraction. Dr. Richter told us it was temporary. It's been 4 years, I've gotten worse. Escape attempts and results. Chronos Clinic tracks their patients. They try to bring back those who try to escape. Last month in London, Thomas Miller, a patient who escaped from Chronos, was found. In a very strange state, physically 30 years old, but mentally behaving like a 4-year-old child. Miller's family said a private security company came to bring him back. Thomas resisted, but he didn't even understand what was happening. Time lock syndrome. Neurologists call this condition time lock syndrome. Patients become mentally locked at a certain age and can never develop again. These brain scans show that Chronos treatment damages the brain's prefrontal cortex. This area is related to adult thinking, decision-making, and empathy. How can Chronos Clinic operate so comfortably? Answer: government protection. CIA connection. In 2018, CIA showed interest in Chronos technology. Reason: to create agents who stop aging. These emails are between CIA and Dr. Richter. Subject: age freezing program for operational personnel. CIA's plan: freeze their agents at 25 and keep them on active duty for decades. Problem: they didn't know about the mental regression side effect. Operation Fountain. The name of CIA's project, Operation Fountain. Under this operation, 47 CIA agents received Chronos treatment. All of their mental states deteriorated. Operation was secretly canceled. Agents were given early retirement. International cover-up. Swiss, American, British governments agreed to cover up this scandal. Reason: they want to use this technology for their own purposes. Chronos Non-Disclosure Agreement. Intergovernmental agreement not to reveal Chronos scandal. Signatory countries: USA, UK, Switzerland, France, Germany. Now, a Chronos victim will speak with you. I've changed his voice to protect his identity. Hello, detective. I'm David. I'm 48 years old, but my body looks too... David, why did you get this treatment? My wife had left me. I was afraid of aging. I paid $850,000. I thought I got my youth back. How is your condition now? Terrible. I can't do math. I can't read books. I can't make the simplest decisions. Children's songs are constantly playing in my mind. Statistics. According to escapist group data, 87% of patients have irreversible mental regression. 23% have complete memory loss. 45% have childish behavioral disorders. 12% have suicide attempts. Families speak. From my interviews with victims' families, my spouse is 43 years old, but looks 25. But he forgot he's married to me. He constantly says, "Where are mom and dad?" My father owned a $2 million company. Now he plays with Legos. He's 65 years old, but mentally sick. According to the latest information leaked from inside, Dr. Richter claims he has solved the mental regression problem. Chronos 2. The new treatment promises mental capacity is preserved. Only physical aging is stopped. No side effects. But the reality is very different. Internal test results show that Chronos 2.0 is even more dangerous. Patients experience personality fragmentation. Multiple personality disorder develops. Some become completely different people. Beta test victims. In 2024, 50 people participated in Chronos 2.0 beta testing. Results were disaster. Case 1. Maria Santos. Physically 25, but has 5 different personalities. Case 2. John Mitchell. Wakes up with a different name every day. Case 3. Li Wei. Returned to his 12-year-old self. Family doesn't accept their identity. These recordings are from beta test patients. Very difficult to watch, but you need to see the truth. Chronos' expansion plans. Dr. Richter plans to launch democratic age freezing program and price will be reduced. Middle class will be targeted, will be expanded in 50 countries. This could create a global mental health disaster. Hello? Dr. Martinez? Yes? Really? You found a treatment method? Dr. Elena Martinez, neurologist in Barcelona. She's trying to develop a treatment method for Chronos victims. Reversal therapy. Dr. Martinez has developed therapy, brain stimulation technique, neurorehabilitation, memory reconstruction. Initial results are promising. 30% of patients show mental capacity increase, 15% have memory recovery, 60% have condition stabilization, but treatment is very expensive and time-consuming. Underground Railroad. A secret network was established to rescue Chronos victims. Under the name Age Liberation Front, this network transports victims to safe places, covers treatment costs, conducts family reunification program. This network has safe houses in 12 countries. Patients escaping from Chronos Clinics hide here. This week, an international law firm filed a class action lawsuit against Chronos Clinic. Case details. On behalf of $47 billion compensation claim. Heavy penalty request for Dr. Richter. Closure of all clinics. Chronos' defense. Chronos lawyers make these defenses. Patients were treated with their consent. Side effects were notified in advance. This is an experimental treatment. But when we examine consent forms, we see that mental regression risk was not clearly stated. Whistleblower witnesses. 23 former Chronos employees will testify in the case. Among them, 7 doctors, 12 nurses, 4 executives. All claim that Chronos deliberately hid the risks. Government intervention risk. But there's a big problem. Governments want to block these cases because their own Chronos connections will be exposed. These documents show that CIA lawyers stepped in to support Chronos' case. What happens if this technology spreads? The projection is very frightening. 10 million people get age-freezing treatment. 80% develop mental problems. 15% of society lives with child mentality. Global mental health system collapses. Social collapse risk. When age freezing becomes widespread, family structures break down. Parents behave like children. Work-life paralyzes. Managers can't make decisions. Education system collapses. Teachers remain at student level. Demographic projections show this technology could create social disaster. China factor. Biggest threat. Chinese government plans to use this technology for military purposes. China's plan. Freeze soldiers at age, accept mental regression risk, create immortal soldier army. This could disrupt global security balance. Now I'm telling you clearly, this technology is a disaster that must be stopped. What should be done? All Chronos clinics should be closed. Dr. Richter and his team should be prosecuted. Free treatment should be provided to victims. Age-freezing technology should be banned. What can be done individually? Share this information. Warn your acquaintances who are considering Chronos treatment. Support victim families. Follow the legal process. If you are a Chronos victim or no one, you can call these numbers. Age Liberation Front. Dr. Martinez Clinic. Legal aid. Media censorship. I warn, mainstream media doesn't cover this topic much. Because Chronos Clinics have powerful lobby. This information is only spreading from independent sources. I know I'm taking a big risk by doing this broadcast. Chronos has powerful lawyers. I'm receiving threatening messages. But if this information isn't shared, thousands more people will become victims. Final warnings. Don't try to stop aging. It's a natural process. Don't trust those who promise miracle treatments. Your health cannot be sold for money. Looking young is not being young. I started by talking about Dr. Marcus Steiner. He's looked 25 for 20 years, but his mental age is 8. This man's story is a warning. Youth obsession can make you lose your real life. Hope for future. Scientists like Dr. Martinez are looking for ways to heal victims. I'm hopeful that solutions will be found. But the most important solution: complete ban of this technology. I'm retired Detective Michael Harrison. I exposed the Chronos scandal. Now it's your duty to spread this information. Aging is a beautiful thing. It brings experience, wisdom, maturity. Let's be people who truly live, not people living in young bodies but with child minds.